And in my normal teaching, I try to do a kind of, I call it for myself, an aesthetization of my teaching activities, in order to not only have the traditional reading and discussion and so on. And I used since years already the idea of walking as a method. I used for years the idea of handing over the camera to people so that they can make pictures of a certain area or topic or so. And these kind of things, I did not do this with the conceptual perspective of being multisensory in my teaching. But in the end, of course, it was exactly this, that people, if you say handing over the camera, that people use their sight, for example, of what is a certain place, which meaning does have a certain place for them. And then in another seminar, I asked the students for their classroom assignment, classroom intervention, group work, that they have to present a topic explicitly in a non-academic form. So for a certain topic in sustainability policy or environmental policy, they will get an academic text. All of them will get an academic text, and a group of 3 or 4 students is then responsible for reflecting on this text. And this kind of reflection or presentation of this topic is not allowed to do in an academic way. So they are not allowed to do a PowerPoint presentation about the text or so. And this works very well. It is very well received by the students, and I think it really works efficiently and effectively. They will do small performances in the classroom. Others will produce a video on this topic, and you can really see that in order to have this kind of creative type of presentations in a non-academic way, they really had to deeply understand the topic and the academic text in order to make this transfer and this creative product. So this is working very well, and you could say now, through the lens of the sensory studies or the sensory perspective, that this is a kind of multisensory intervention on a specific topic which the students are doing.
Yeah.
And of course, with regard to sensory learning lab and sensory learning and teaching, it could make sense to be even more explicit, that the students are aware of this kind of multisensory thing. Now the last years, I always say, okay, do whatever you want to do, but it has to be non-academic, your kind of intervention for this topic. And they are creative, and then they come up with this. And I give one of my short texts on arts-based research and sustainability, so that they get an idea what can be done. But perhaps it makes sense to make them even more aware about that these interventions should be explicitly multisensory. And I think that would be a difference to say, make it creative and non-academic, or make it creative, non-academic, and pay attention to multisensory dimensions.